right, now we can use the drawings on the descending portion of the arc to inform how we can draw the beginning portion of the arc. So let's start at the beginning. We've got 1. We know we want a lot of velocity coming out of this because it's going to blast out of the cannon. So that first spacing can be pretty big. So that can be 3. And then we can kind of come across here and see where 5 is going to go. And then we can come across here and see 7. Now we're going to start to see a decreasing in the spacings here as gravity starts to pull back on the cannon. 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, and 19, right? So that can fill in there. So now let's come back down here, switching back to our Cannonball layer. I can grab this first copy here. This is frame 21. So I selected by clicking on the dot. I'm going to hold down Shift, select the next frame, and then I'm going to hold down Alt with my left hand, and I'm going to drag out a new copy over here to the first frame. Now switching with V or clicking up here, I can go back to the selection tool, and I can move this down here where I'd like the ball to start. Now I can just continue on. So I can hit F6, F5, and I can move the ball. F6, F5, F6, F5. And remember, we're going to try to keep the center of that ball on our line because an object is going to travel along the arc with its center of gravity. I'm being a little sloppy for demonstration purposes. Oops. I hit Control Z, undo that. And then move that one up here to frame 21. And we can see now on our timeline that we've got some extra frames added in. So let's just click here, and we can just shift these over so that this frame is back on 21. Now, extending my play head, I can watch this animation. Cool, right? We can see velocity leaving from the bottom, slowing down at the top. Now we can actually see that after it passes the apex on 21, the drawings are a little closer between 23 and 29 than they are on the way up. So notice how it slows down a little bit on the right-hand side. And so that's how we can control it. If we want that, we can plan for that sort of thing. However, you could go back in now and adjust those drawings out a little bit further if you want a more of an equal kind of speed front and back. But this is how we customize how it travels along its path with these adjustment of spacing.